Hi, it's Cece from Making My House a Home. We're on the last leg of the 17-year junk room mess. And what we've done is we have kind of got some things done ahead of time so that we can bring you the good stuff. So I'm going to do a time lapse from the start and then we'll get into the video. And then at the very end, we take you into the overflow room, our next project. So watch to the end. We need about 470 subscribers. So if you know anybody, please pass it on and ask them just to sign up. Tell them they don't have to come back and watch them. Just sign up. And that would be great. So now I'm going to get off here. I'm going to start editing the video so I can get it up tonight because we just did it today. Take care. Hi.
We both said hi together. That's great.
That's because we're together and we're always like that, always finishing each other's sentences. This is Juju and Cece with Making My House a Home.
Yes, and we have worked many hours, and Cece has worked many hours on her own, and we are almost done. We're putting the finishing touches on moving some pictures around and placing things where they need to be.
Yeah.
And when we are finished with this, we're gonna clean everything off and wipe the floor up. We're gonna clean the floor and we're gonna show you the after picture. And somewhere in her archive, she has the original picture of what this room looked like before she started. And it is an amazing transformation. She has literally gotten rid of more stuff than she thought she really owned.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And
I was surprised to find things that I had forgotten I had.
And then you said, yeah, I don't need this.
No. If I haven't looked at it in a year, why keep it? And if it's really special, I think, and I hide it in a box, I'm not respecting it. So like now, Grandma's stuff is on the mantle, but we'll show you that when we finish up.
Yeah, because I said to Cece, let's get Grandma's stuff out and display it. So every time you walk in this room,
I say, hi, Grandma.
She's going to see all these beautiful things that were hers, and she's going to say, hey, thanks. I love you. I miss you.
Yep.
And I'm thinking about you.
I'm Grandma's girl.
See?
I lived with her.
See, and that is a big thing in your world.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's part of who you are. She helped form who Cece is today.
Yeah, I got a lot of that outworked by therapy. Well, she grew up with the old-fashioned, tight-lipped, don't talk about your problems, don't talk to your husband. I remember her telling me she had 6 children, and she said to me, and my husband never saw me naked. And I sat back when she's telling me that, and I thought, wow, so Grandma has a horrible sex life. How terrible to be in a marriage all that long and never, ever, ever have any intimate relation with your husband.
She had 6 kids.
Lights off.
It wasn't the milkman.
Nope, she was Catholic. Lights off, covers over, hide me. I'm sure.
Well, and no offense, it was that generation.
Yeah, right.
They did that kind of thing.
They sure did.
Nowadays,
Sure did.
I don't know, a person out there that does keep their clothes on. Another story for a different day.
So what I also want to tell you is that when we show you how this turned out, we're also going to take a walk on the wild side and show you what's next.
You need to pray for us. I went in there today, and I haven't honestly been in there for a couple weeks. I don't go into that room. I will go into that room because I can do it. But it's going to be a challenge.
Oh my gosh.
And it's going to be a different challenge than this room was because
it's bigger.
It is bigger.
It's twice as big.
It's a bedroom, and it has a bed and
dressers
and clothes and there's a lot of stuff going on over there. So we'll get to that later.
Yeah, at the end of the video, we'll walk you through the new challenge.
Yeah. So we want to finish getting this room finished, and then show you the finished product.
Yep. Where we're at right now is we're working on this wall with all the pretty stuff that's hanging up there that isn't hung up in any kind of semblance.
There's no order.
No, it was just, here's a thumbtack, stick it up kind of deal. So she has ideas of how she wants to change things around. So I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to set her free.
But if Cece doesn't like it, she's allowed to say, hey, no, I don't want that there. I want this over here. This is her house, not mine.
But you have such awesome ideas.
Well, sometimes I do. Not all the time, but sometimes I do. So let's get started on this wall, and we'll see what we can do to make it look more appealing.
Yeah.
At some point down the road, she would love to put some cork board up there so we can thumbtack things up there, and but right now we don't have that, and we're just trying to make this room look as presentable as possible.
Right. Now, on the other side of that wall is the shower. And when we moved in here, my husband wanted to put in an enclosure because there was really not much going on there. It had to be a bath. We had to put the shower in. So when he went to work on the wall, he leaned against it and the whole wall moved. So when he opened up the wall, he found out this whole wall was built with 2x2s instead of 2x4s. And they weren't connected at the bottom. And he said, oh my gosh, he said I'd end up in the other room if I leaned into this wall or fell a little bit. He says that whole wall would have given way. So he and my son took it all apart and put in the enclosure in the bathroom. And at this point, this wall just got left. It wasn't important to finish off because on the end behind the door is a project that he started when we moved in and said, I'll get it later.
Later hasn't come yet.
It's 2006 we moved in here. It's 2023. We put that shower in when we first moved in. So that's why I've left it, because I've thought if I do anything permanent to this wall and he decides to take it out and put the shower light in that he wants, that he purchased, that needs to go in there, he'll have to tear everything apart. So I don't want to put anything in a permanent basis, which is why I've got a lot of thumbtacks. There's a few screws here and there, but they're screwed into the 2x4s. So it's not like you can take the center of the wall and hang something, because he's a real stickler on he uses screws only. Put that screw into wood, not into the sheetrock. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera.
Yeah, I think the first thing we need to do.
And here we go to the final reveal of the room that was ignored for 17 years.
Show the picture on the bottom.
We have this up here, and these are mementos from my grandma and a meaningful poetry phrase that I love. And then we put that window here because it won't hang up on the wall. It's too heavy, and it'll break. We put the white table behind this white chest and Kleenex on top with you and me on there. If I decide to hang it up, okay. If I don't, I'll remember that it was me and Juju that did this. Then we have this with what we started, and it still looks the same, except we've used a lot of the toilet paper at the top, but that's okay. That's what it's for. Hi, Juju.
Hi.
And then we have this here, which Juju has. You want to explain what you did here?
Okay, I just rearranged some things and put things together and made use out of all these shelves. She had everything clumped to the top and they were on the bottom was empty. Well, now it doesn't look so cluttered. So it's all spread out. Everything is still on these shelves. We have not changed anything. And I turned the hat box, which has a hat in it, this way because it's such a beautiful scene.
Yeah.
This is me and Cece when we were young.
That's right.
And we played with our little kittens, but in her mind, she'd be puppies.
Puppies, yes.
But I'm the kitten girl, she's the puppy girl.
Yeah.
But this is just a lovely picture. And this is what the wall ended up looking like.
Much better, huh?
Much better. Oh, let me get out of your way so you can continue.
So then we have here, up in the top, we have things that are going to be put on eBay. Things here are going to be put on eBay. This stuff to go on eBay. This is where we're going to take the pictures of the things we're selling on eBay. And then this is what we call the file cabinet, because things that have to stick with me that are upright can live there for now. And then we get to the best part as far as I'm concerned, is I have my own space now. I have a drawer I have to put more shims under. And then the rest of this is just desk stuff. I can sit there, I can see my little things that I save that my grandchildren pick up for me that I love. And then over here we have a little small drawer unit to put things in. And then the easy up we use whenever we go outside and have to have cover overhead. And then yes, I did remove the boom box from the top of the mantle and put it here, and it's plugged in and ready to go. And now other than this one shelf here that needs to be moved up a click, this is ready to receive things that I have put on eBay to get rid of. Then I'll know this is what I've already listed. This item here, my bulletin board, has to be hung up here. But as you can see, there's no nail. There was nails where the TV was, so that gives me hope. I know that this is the 2x4, so I can put the nail in here. So nice, I'm gonna do it twice. No pictures to go over top of it. Do you see this? It's a miracle. Isn't that cool? And this side had the table filled with stuff. You couldn't see the floor. Look, there it is. I actually have one. And then over here, oh, I almost fell, tripped on my own shoe. There you go. And I gotta level that. That drawer keeps coming open. And then here. And the drawer has minimal stuff in. So if you look from here, look at this room. Isn't it lovely? It's done. Thank you, Jesus. Now, are you ready? Next, we're taking you into the other room, the overflow, the nightmare, the oh my God room. And we're starting right here. That goes in my car. This is the room that got the brunt of stuff being put up here whenever we had to clear out the whole downstairs to put in new flooring. Yeah, that's a lot, huh? Well, look, it goes on and on and on. This is where you all go, oh my God, collectively.
Right, and there is 5 pounds of poop in a 3-pound can.
Yep.
But a lot of
this is my Christmas tree here. I'll be able to get that out of here soon.
That'll be easy. But there's a lot of stuff here. Right in here, these are all empty. So, you know, it's not as bad as it looks, at least for me. For some people, when you walk into this room, you say, yeah, if my sister came in here, she would say, no, I can't deal with this. This is a challenge.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
But
Keeps
you know
me
what?
up sometimes.
We can do this.
Yeah, we can do it.
And I do not, honestly, think that this room is going to take anywhere as amount of time as that room did.
Why do you think?
Because a lot of this is a bed, some furniture, and a lot of these are empty boxes. And some of this stuff, let's face it, is your husband's, and that stuff we can't go through. So it's going to be shelved because that's his stuff. But we're going to go through the books. We're going to organize this sheet and blanket cupboard.
Yeah, there's so much in there that I could get rid of.
And we will. We will, girlfriend.
And then when we go over here,
it's
over here,
more stuff.
Excusez-moi.
Here, let me get past here.
Yeah, there's only a path for one person.
Yeah, really, there is.
And then we can sit on the bed. I left a seat because I'm not dumb. But as you can see, he has a closet here. And some of my stuff's in there too because I only have that rack over there. Because people that built this house decided closets were not something they wanted to put in.
But you know what I found out?
What's that?
This is a story that I found out. Back in the day, especially in the early 1900s, a lot of places were taxed on the doors you had in your house.
Really?
Back in the early 1900s. So that's why people never built closets, because then they'd have to put a door on them.
And they didn't really put a door. Well, they did.
They didn't tax. They didn't want taxed for a closet door.
Yeah.
A door to get in and out of the house. Okay. You ever see the houses back in the 1900s? Those houses like your house. You don't have doors anywhere but to get in and out of the downstairs. It's all open.
Yep.
Because they had to pay for doors. Now, as the years got on, doors were put in. But back in those days, people never put cupboards in because they didn't want doors.
This house was built in 1920.
See, and it was back in the day. So that may have been why you don't have any closets. And you really don't.
Mm-mm.
I mean, even look downstairs. You hang your coats on a tree.
I know.
You know, so what I'm saying? So, okay, people, that's enough of the history lesson for today.
We have these here on a real flimsy bookcase. So ideally, my plan is to clear this stuff out. This is a box we've had since 2006. It has no purpose. I wanted it gone then, but Jeff said, it's a really good box. So I get it honestly. But anyhow, I want to move this, well, not this one. I want to move this bookcase here over here into this corner. So it comes down this way, and then put his dresser right there. And then that way, because he really doesn't use the closet. But that's the idea I had in mind for that.
Oh, what a great idea.
You think?
Because then we could put all those books. You can't put anything on this thing because it's going to fall down.
Yes, it is.
And we could
that one's sturdy.
Yeah, we could put all the books on that bookshelf. And look how it would open that area up.
Yeah, it would. It would make a big difference walking over there to get back here. And then all this stuff has to be gone through.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
So you see, we have a challenge. And we're up to it. That's why her other room started out that way, but we're okay.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Yeah.
We'll get it. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Thanks for all your encouragement.
Oh, yeah.
And all the pleasant and wonderful things you say. We really do appreciate it. I can't honestly say that I ever thought that me helping her would benefit her, but
What a shock, huh?
it really has, because we've done well together.
We are getting so close to YouTube starting to pay us. After only 6 months, we're supposed to have 4,000 watch hours, and we're at 3,400.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought that would be the problem. Because I figured
Oh.
everybody'd tune into us and just see you bye. Well, then the subscribers have to be 1,000, and we're at 570. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Help us
Please
get
do.
to there. Because we'd like to be able to have them pay us for putting out this content for you guys, which is free for you.
And I do want to interject here. I didn't start this because I want paid.
Yeah, neither did I. I just
I-
wanted to do it.
Literally, and she will agree with me. I just came because she's my friend and I love her dearly, and I came to help her get her life back in some kind of order. And if it gives her peace,
And it has already.
I'm all about that.
Oh, honey.
Because I just love her, and I just
Oh,
want everything to be
she's my
good for
babe.
her.
She's my babe. She's my bestie, I'll tell you. She's there through thick and thin, and I'm just so happy to have you.
Well, and I hope you all have someone like we have each other.
Yeah.
And you know, it's hard to find a best friend, but when you do, keep her,
Yep.
because you need her.
Because you can't have my Juju.
And you can't have my CC.
Okay, we'll see you on the next one. I think what I do is I put some videos in between this of other stuff I'm doing around the house. So I think the next time we're going to start this room.
Yeah.
All right, we'll plant you now and dig you later. See yins.
Bye.
Bye.